Hello? There we go. Okay. Hang on. Make sure this thing's properly plugged in. Got loose while I was setting everything up. Alright, am I coming through okay? There we go. Wunderbar. Haven't done this in 2 weeks. I definitely need it. Can't say it's been a rough week, it's just been an irritating week. Those of you who know my condition, it's one of those really dry days, and I have not been a happy camper. Anyways, welcome back to Let's Build the Shin Musha Gundam. When we last left off, we managed to get the head and the torso. Unfortunately, did not get around to doing any panel lighting. I'll have to do that because I've been busy doing other things. Also includes finishing up my water slide decals for the high grade Gundam. Also, am I coming through okay? Or is the music drowning me out? Seems alright. Alright. So yeah, aside from life, when I actually do have time to sit down, it's not much. I'm trying to finish up the water slides for the HG Granddaddy Origin Gundam. I still need to do detailing on the Epion, but other than that, I've been in the middle of trying to get this built. It's not complete. Hang on. I think the glue dried now, so it should be fine. Should be. But I ordered this online. I got three sides of it, mostly because I'm trying to get the rest of this completed. So, like, hang on, I'll hold one side. But this is a composite wood paint rack to hold all the paints. It's incomplete because I got this side that's still got to install, but you can see all the sides here. Just waiting for the glue to dry. Yeah, this is a motherfucker. It's about as complicated as trying to put together a piece of IKEA furniture, minus all the screws that holds it all together, which is the hard part. Which the manual doesn't really say when you should glue it, so that would have been pretty helpful. Because the trouble I had was trying to put it all together without the glue, and it just would not fit. So I'm just like gluing it bit by bit to make sure everything that does fit fits, and then all that stuff is just the one side. Just gotta make sure all of that fits in, because stuff pops out and it starts getting annoying. I think the middle beam just came out. Hang on. Pop that back in. Can't get from this angle. Alright, so hopefully that doesn't come apart. But yeah, for those of you who would like that kind of thing, I'm not sponsored by them, but you can. What's the site is called Green Stuff World, and they do a lot of like model supplies and stuff like that. Oh no, there's numbers on there. It's just there's no screws or anything to hold it all together. They'll fit, but if you're not careful, everything will just fall apart. But yeah, Green Stuff World, they're based in Spain, so you do have to take care of some what's the word? It's not so much exporting, but the materials paperwork. If they're shipping it here to the stateside, I had to fill one out because it's a composite wood, so you gotta sign that off for the shipping. But yeah, they do a lot of modular paint racks, stuff like that. A lot of hobby supplies, anything with scenery, a lot of Warhammer stuff. So feel free to check that out. Again, I got that. I think it's still on sale. So yeah, Green Stuff World. Not sponsored by them, but check it out. A lot of good stuff over there. So yeah, where we last left off, we did the head and the torso. I have not ordered the L-base LEDs yet. I'm going to do that actually next week, now that I have the funds for other things, because I was saving up for another thing, Warhammer Space Marine 2. But yeah, that'll be my next big buy, and we're going to see if, because I've seen a couple videos of how the LEDs are used, and this is a no-brainer. I think it was the Freedom Gundam, and he just used two LEDs, one for the eyes and one for the head camera. Probably have to do some clear paint coloring, but yeah, it looks nice. So that's something to be looking forward to for all the master grades up to this point. And there's even a special one for the 00 models, so I might do that for the Dynamis. Actually, no, not might do this. I will do that for the Dynamis. Because you know how the one I had for the Exia had the LEDs for the GN drive? This does the same thing. It just doesn't have the built-in battery like that one does. Alright, so where are we? We did the torso. I think we're on the arms. Let's put you over here. But yeah, I have been literally itching to get back into this. Wasn't able to do it last week because my internet was getting a little finicky, and plus we were waiting to put together the or set up the I just skipped those couple pages. This is not the arms, legs. There we go. I was trying to set up the new router, which is good. We already set it up. Been streaming all week for that. So this is just the arm and not the arm armor. They call it the gauntlet. So not the A runner. You need the PC runner though. Is this thing stuck? There we go. But in the off time, much to my wallet's disapproval, I have been collecting other kits. My pile of shame has gotten much bigger. Also, I think my camera just froze. The hell? Let the camera freeze. You can still hear me though, right? Okay. I'm gonna deactivate it and then reactivate it. Okay. Here's hoping it stays like that, doesn't freeze up. I don't know what happened. Alright, what was I saying? Pile of shame. Yeah, so let's see, what do you see me do? I've got the Easy 8. I'm looking at my pile right now. I've got the Dynamis on the bottom, and I have two piles of their kits. Let's see, on the right side, I've got two Wing Gundams. I got the original and the TV version and the EW. The TV version I'm going to stream, and I've got the Master Grade RX-79 Ground Gundam. Oh yeah, and I got this. I posted it on the Discord, but the local hobby town only had 8 of these. Well, when I got there were 6, including this, and I was not expecting to come across this, the RX-78 RG 2.0. I am so excited to build this one, but I'm gonna wait until I do another kit first, before I build this one. That's my initial thought. Oh, that's that side. My initial thought process for the this progression is to do other kits that might fall in line in its construction and engineering. Hang on, I gotta stick this back in the pile. Build wise, and after I know this is like the PGU in like 1/144th scale, so the way I kind of thought it out in matters of progression, progression of what I do and as a builder is to try and do others that might fall in line in matters of its engineering and its build quality. And I've kind of already done one of them, which is the RG Epion. But the one I initially had planned was one that I was actually on the fence of doing either as a master grade or an RG, and it's the Unicorn Gundam. Because I know that has multiple layers of it being like the inner frame, and then the psycho frame, and then the armor. So I'm going to build the Unicorn Gundam RG first, and then I'll do the Granddaddy 2.0. Oh, did this do this for the other... I'd never noticed this before, but it just like I don't think I've ever seen any of the other kits do this. It lists all of the parts you'll need at the very top. It doesn't do that for all the other. I never noticed that, because I had to look at the actual diagrams for what pieces I actually need. Goes to show what I've been paying attention to, but yeah, that being said, the next RG I will be building is going to be the Wing Gundam first, the TV version, and then the Unicorn. And then the RG 2.0. So it's got a ways away. I was waiting to find water slide decals for that. So I could put this one. Need. Okay, chapter 3, part 2. So we're fine with this one. I'm just gonna put you up here. And we've got like more master grades in line than real grades. 26. I got a bunch of high grades. I think the last one I showed on stream was the Turn A. But I also got the HD Granddaddy Revive, which I do plan on doing as an attempt to do a one-shot. Try and see how fast I can build it in one session. And I finally found an HG Dead Scythe. Finally. It took me forever. Unfortunately, it wasn't at the Hobby Lobby. It was at the Hobby Town, but it was still marked down. So I now have all I have high grades of all the Gundam Wing Gundams. Well, of the other of 5 Wing Gundams, gonna be an RG. Although I do have an HG of the Wing Zero. Which I already did. I did that and the Sandrock off stream. The heavy arms I did on stream. All that's left is the Shenlong and the Death Scythe. And you've seen me show off the Turn A. I've got the Easy 8, and I also got the MT1. I mentioned that on the Discord as well. That's one of the things where, since I've got the shelf space for it, gonna do like 2 versions of a Gundam. So for the NT1 Alex's case, the HG, the high grade version, is going to have the Chobam armor, while the master grade is not. It's also going to include the lights. Mostly because there's more detail on the master grade. I say that, but the master grade also has like a truss layer for the armor. It's gonna be a bit of a no, I'm gonna do it without the armor for the master grade. Obviously, I've got the Granddaddy Gundam. Several versions of that. Got the MG 3.0. Got entry grade, 1 HD done. I got a second one in the box. RG. Also, I've got a towel on my lap. So hopefully that will catch any parts that try and slip out of my hands. Fingers crossed and hoping that sticks. Also, I got a new blade for this. So I'm gonna have this one just be the regular like Zacto slanted blade, while this one's more of like a chisel. I'm trying to see how well this turns out. So far, I'm actually kind of liking how this works. That just came off. Anyways, how's everybody's week doing? How's everybody's Halloween? Good. Oh, the boys, let's see, the younger one was Pikachu. And I don't know why the older one wanted to, but we went for it anyways. He wanted to be a rice farmer. Casa hat and everything, which I might steal from him. if I wanted to do cosplay of Gabriel. This year was a little bit I don't know if it's you would call it interesting or disappointing, because I don't know, I think some people weren't paying attention to the old-fashioned rules of trick-or-treating. Actually, let me ask you guys this, because I don't know if it's different anywhere else, because I've only done trick-or-treating here. houses that have their porch light ons are the ones that give out candy, right? If the porch lights aren't on, don't bother going. Okay, that's what I thought. Our porch lights were on, but kids were just passing by. It wouldn't be until I was actually sitting out there with the bowl of candy in my lap that they started coming. So that was a little bit weird. Okay, this is a very stubborn piece. Actually, I don't think I was even supposed to cut that out. Oh no, I wasn't. Okay. It's just a stub. I cut off too much. That's the wrong color. Yeah, I got a little bit confused. Like, why are the kids passing by? Is my porch light on? No, it definitely is. I'm just gonna sit out there with my coffee and the bowl of candy, and once I did that, everybody started coming. It's like, okay, something ain't right here. Did they change the rules, or people just not paying attention? Pretty sure it might have been the latter. Hey, Shadow. Thought you were streaming. Oh, okay. Do you normally stream that late? Ah, okay, that's understandable. Gotcha. Yeah, how far are you in Jedi Survivor? Gotta put a part where it focuses on. Ah, okay. Assuming I'm halfway through Dishonored. I've never played Dishonored. And it never really caught my attention. really limiting myself or challenging myself by attempting clean hands and goes for the first playthrough, not being seen and not ending anyone. Ah. The no alerts, no kills run. I'm familiar with those from playing Metal Gear. Trying to remember if I've ever been successful at doing a no alerts and no kills run. Gotten close. I think it might have been just Metal Gear Solid 1. Definitely not on stream, because I think when I tried to do it on stream, I'd accidentally kill somebody. I'm just like, alright, fuck it, I'm killing everybody. I think it might have been Metal Gear Solid 3. That had happened on stream. Cowbug it is, yeah, exactly. At least the latest upgrade cuts the chokehold time in half. Yeah. Can't really do that in Metal Gear. If you try and put them in a chokehold too fast, you'll just end up breaking their neck. Well, at least in Metal Gear Solid 2. I think just... Actually, no, I think you could knock them out with the chokehold in Metal Gear Solid 1. At least in the PS1 version. You can't hold them up or put them to sleep in the PS1 version. I remember that. No, wait, you could. Could you hold them up? You can't put them to sleep. There's a lot of things that happen in the original PlayStation 1 version. But I played the GameCube remake first, and that's actually based off of the gameplay mechanics from Metal Gear Solid 2. Up and started blasting event frustrations. I don't really have that problem. Usually if I just start killing everybody, it's because I was trying to do something and one of them just accidentally died. Case in point, Metal Gear Solid 3. I would be trying to take out one of their like supply depots where they have like food or ammo, just so it gives them a disadvantage, and there just happened to be a guard nearby. Gets caught in the blast. Thanks. Watch that happen again when I play Metal Gear Solid Delta. Because I know that will happen. Just get with it. Run where I can't upgrade abilities or skills is going to be... Oh, yeah. It's like trying to do a knife-only run in Resident Evil. Next kid I work on is probably going to be the Nobel or Archer. Nice! I've seen the G and Archer in stores, but not the Nobel. I was kind of hoping to come across that. I don't have any kits for Mobile Fighter G yet. But that will definitely change, because I'm going to get the real grades for both Shining and God Gundam. Now, will I do the Shuffle Alliance? Probably not. Because I think at that point, my shelf space is going to be filled up. Oh wait, what? This we're gonna see, I swear. Okay. Because the way I read it, these instructions was going down like this. No, I just completely skipped this entire the section here because it's supposed to go here, here, then here, then here, here, and then here. So I skipped a couple steps. So I'm just going to put these over here for now. Just keeping my eyes peeled for Bolt. Some of them do Shuffle Alliance, but Shell Space premium soon. I think they're gonna announce it if they release Bolt Gundam, especially if it's gonna be P Bandai like all the other ones. Is there a high grade for Master Gundam? I've only ever seen it in Master grade, not a high grade. Oh, non-grade. I feel like if they did, they would announce it via P Bandai. I did come across a lot on eBay that had a good chunk of the old release Gundam. Yeah, those would be the non-grades, like the one of the Rose Gundam that Mari showed off when she was building her Rose Gundam, because she had the older one. I believe that one was a non-grade. Yeah, most of the ones that I've seen were of like the non-grade or the master grade, or the old master grade, mind you, versions of those. We have tempted. I'm pretty sure if they did release the Schwartz Gundam, a lot of people are going to go after that one, Mike included. It has been a hot minute since I've watched G Gundam. I should do that. I'm still in the middle of rewatching Unicorn. And the old MG update would be sick. Yeah. What I want are MG 2.0s of the 8th MS team. Because the master grade that I have of the RX-79 Ground Gundam is the old MG. It's like back in like, was that 2004? It's a very old and dated kit. I mean, that one still uses, it still has a part on the arms that still uses like nut and bolt. They don't do that anymore. And last time I've seen a kit do that, that wasn't like some kind of third-party kit, like my metal frame for my Exia, was the Perfect Grade Wing Zero. And that one's just as old. And I saw a saw Mecha Gokatsu's review of the 2.0 version of the NT1 Alex. It's kind of why I wanted to do it. And I'm just like, where are the 2.0s for the 8th MS team? Come on now. If you can do that for the NT1 Alex, Do that for the Ground Gundam or the Easy 8. I mean, yeah, they're still releasing the original master grades for all of them, even the goof, but it's kind of dated. I mean, I've got it for historical purposes, sure, but that is a little bit on the loose side. Hopefully that won't pop off a lot. I'm still salty about Bolt getting... Everyone else in the Alliance had a spotlight episode in order to check. I mean, doesn't he have... I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I watched G Gundam. I was like, since Toonami. But I'm pretty sure everybody has their, like, spotlight episode. Unless you've been through the whole series now. Yeah, the hottest handler. Has there been a lot of iterations of the Devil Gundam? I don't think I've ever seen a kit of the Devil Gundam. Oh boy. Master grade hand. $37, $34, $33, $30. I made an SD and non-grade. Nothing since it seems. You would think something of that renown or infamy / recognition would get some like master grade kind of treatment, but oh well. So 37 and 34. Think of it, did they ever do a Kid of the Opsilus? I don't remember. Nope, much to my chagrin. You and me both, Mike. You and me both. Opsilus would be a sick build. Especially for a diorama point of view. You got the Opsilus on a desert like diorama with high grades of the 8th MS team. Can you imagine how sick that would look? Think people would buy the Windmill Gundam out of pure love or pure meme factor? Both. Both. Correction, they made an SD of the Opsilus? I don't think I ever had to do this, even for the Axia. Axia, I think, had the pre-made hand, if I remember correctly. So this is the thumb. Finger. I want a kit of the Gundam clamp design. Clamp, you're gonna have to either refresh or enlighten me on that. It's not ringing any bells. Send it to me. All right, let's check it out. Oh my goodness. What series is that supposed to be for? Is that supposed to be for G Gundam? Why is that giving me Guyver vibes? They called it the Queen Gundam? Who was supposed to pilot that? Is that supposed to be like a step up for Allenby? Don't know, it was a random design they did. That's an insane looking design, but yeah, that's giving me like Guyver vibes. Aura Battler, Dunbine. Pat labor. See? I can kind of see that. I think just because it's like all white. Okay. Gonna be a hot second. Just gotta press it in there. Hang on. I'm pretty sure they have kits for pad labor, but I have not seen any. I have seen a lot of Macross kits lately. Get the back of the hand. So I can clamp that down or any other pieces pop out. 38. An engram kit from Pat Laborers, Masquerade size, got the scale. Pat Labor smaller. Yeah, I know this. They're like smaller. Just saw a few for, or on P Bandai. Dance again. dropping out. USAGS. I think I have that site bookmarked. Come on. Jesus. Damn it, chicken. That shit was loud. Oh no, it didn't freeze. I just sat there glaring at chicken. Okay, we got a hand. On this feet, 29. Yeah, that shit was loud. I jumped from that. I don't know if it showed on the camera, but... Now I can do these. This is not very helpful. This is telling me which side, and all the sides look the same. It's like it's slightly rectangular, but I don't know. There's no identifying marks. guess it's right. This is gonna be held in like by the hand, like Granddaddy 3.0, minus the gorilla hands. Thumb's a little bit loose, but it's got a peg here, so it should be able to hold things. Nick's finger's a little weird though. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, these. Side. There's a whole shoulder joint that I missed. Once again, I missed an entire step. Commander Shepard ever had this kind of problem building the models on the Normandy. Sold out, but Mario would probably love to see the horseman. Just the horse that doesn't compare with Master Gundam? One of the models Shepard acquired would be built. Well, they came in a box when you bought them off the shops, so and I think it mentions like assembly stuff, so yeah, he's totally like building model kits. That's my head canon. It's only the horse, and they have burning Gundam riding. Oh, okay. So you did not finish watching the series then. Only imagine Shepard building them, blowing off Miranda in her Cerberus meetings. You know, actually, you know who would get a kick out of building those things? Tally. Tally would totally be helping Shepard build a model kit. 100%. There we go. Now the arm is complete. Only around 30 episodes in, give or take. Last episode stopped. That was the Italian guy from episode 1 getting all the salty guys. He beat the team up. Italia's best girl. Yeah. Jack is second. Solid second place. Garrus, yep. Garrus is best boy. Or as Amelie would say, Garrus is Pookie. But for Mass Effect 1, I romanced God, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? Liara, thank you. I romanced Liara. Tally would have been my second choice. And for Mass Effect 2, I was toying between Tally and what's her name? The yeoman. Kelly. I think I got closer to Kelly. Because I do remember her giving me a private dance. I don't know if we did the hanky-panky, but yeah. We did fluster Tally, though. That was fun. You ever see this fan film where they bash together Mass Effect, Halo, Star Wars, and Trek? I think I've seen... what do you call it? Thumbnails of it. I feel like it's some like giant space battle. I'm like, not really my thing. Garrus finally calibrated. No, Garrus will never stop calibrating. He will keep calibrating until it kills him, or the player makes a bad choice and it gets him killed. 7. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about, because when you for Star Trek, it has like the Kelvin timeline Enterprise. Wished you could continue flirting and romance that green Asari from Pharos. Mars Asari planet. Green Asari, Green Asari. I don't remember. The only other like Asari that I remember is the one in. She's like the crime boss that leads you to finding Garrus. I don't remember a green-skinned one. Arya Taloic? I'll have to look back at my playthroughs. Or just see if Amelie comes across her. The one I speak of was mind controlled by the Thorian. Still not ringing any bells. The only other Asari I can think of that doesn't join the team is the crime boss and the one that speaks to you when she's controlled by the what do they call it, the queen that you saved from the first game. Early Mass Effect 1 mission. Okay, yeah. I hardly remember Mass Effect 1, honestly. I just remember the big beats. And getting my my car stuck on a box. She asked you to talk to that lady to stop the invasive medical tests. If your Paragon skill check. She's lashing out at humans because her daughter. It rings a bell? Because I tried to do as much as I can in those games. I think the only missions I didn't do were from Mass Effect 2, and it was just the DLC stuff. I don't get why everyone dogs on the Mako. Oh, it's clunky. I mean, yeah, it's definitely of the time, but it's just. And I played it on the legendary version, not the original. So controlling the Mako was obviously like quote unquote refined. It was still clunky. I can only imagine what it was like playing it in the original. Like all the little things that carry over. See, I didn't have an Xbox. That's why. But the Legendary Edition comes with all the DLCs and stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. And from what I understand, I think there's a DLC in Mass Effect 3 that I might enjoy. Got in there properly. My personal ship was Earthborn hero and full soldier Fence ship, while the spacer survivor, full biotic, renegades, massive a-hole survived, pirate ruthless, tech sniper. I only done one playthrough. I think my ship was a spacer. It's mostly Paragon. It's mostly like the choices I make in there, just like what I would do as a person, which is a little bit quite Paragon. But yeah, my mindset is just like I'm playing it as like a Star Trek captain, which is probably Paragon. But yeah, luckily I haven't had anybody killed. That being said, there is one choice that I probably no. Not probably, I want to take back, and that was from Mass Effect 1. Because I interpreted the choice as one thing, and it did something completely different. I just had 3 million because of achievements for using skills. Referring to Vermeer? What was Vermeer? Is Vermeer the Arachne Queen? Because no, I'm standing by my choice for that. I'm talking about the final battle. I spared the Arachne Queen, and I'm standing by that decision. My friend ship, don't ask how. Actually looks like a redhead Lucy Lou. I tried to have my shepherd look like me. I don't know how close I got to it, but if I do a revisit of Mass Effect, it'll definitely be a femme shep run. Vermeer was the one where you leave a squad mate behind. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was indifferent with either of them. But everybody wanted me to leave Ashley behind. Like, I couldn't make up my mind, nor did I really care to. I mean, I thought Ashley had promised, so I realized how much of a racist she was. I was like, alright, just to spite you, I'm gonna go have sex with Liara. I do that all the time now. I kind of liked her at first, but like, nah, I always did. If I do a femme shep run for stream, I'm definitely romancing Garrus. Yep, on my renegade, 100% military to the core, and her trying to break regs, cozy up to me. I even salt her every moment. Ma'am, do not make me pull rank. Yeah, from what I'm like taking note of, and from what I've heard, Garrus and Tali are probably like the more wholesome relationships for the game or games. Actually see him out of armor and civvy clothes and I'm trying to grow. wonder how much of his flirting includes the word calibrating. And I don't know if that's good. Going in the right direction. Second song, just try and play over that. I heard that. Am I just losing my mind? Remember right in my playthrough, Shep makes the we can test reach and flexibility. Actually, that is an interesting question. Can you romance as Fem Shep? And for the sake of spoilers, just say choices in Mass Effect 1 and 2. I haven't played 3 yet. To be. And one Caden Liara. Wait, you can romance Liara as FemShep? To Jacob, Thane, Garrison Kelly. And obviously carry over the romance from the first game, although passing by awkward. Sorry, go always. Jacob's the worst romance. This is the worst in general. Thane sounds interesting though. I like Thane. So you can't romance any of the DLC characters, like what's her name, the Asari Justakar or Kasumi. Because I got pretty close to her. Samara isn't dead. Oh, she is? Oh, okay. I thought she was. Or is it just Kasumi? Thane romance was interesting from the tortured soul guy. Kasumi's attracted to Jacob for whatever ungodly reason. Kasumi and Zaid. Oh, okay, that's right, Zaid. Oh, wait, that's right. You can romance Samara, Samara. Because I remember reading about if you get the other like her daughter instead of Samara, and you get a romance scene, she actually kills you. I remember that. Wish Samara was more blatant one. Or but we both are mature adults, perhaps later down the line. Yeah. I like Samara. Got a nice little like MILF thing going on. That being said, given the whole situation with Liara being the shadow broker and all that, I think I might end up romancing Tally for Mass Effect 3. Samara mommy vibes. I'll see my no. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're well within. You're amongst people of similar interests. That being said, my mods like to swing a hammer at my head. Although it is partially my fault for giving them that hammer in the first place. That's a pretty good arm bend. Jack was, I guess I can fix her option, but it was rewarding to get past her all her walls, and she's still a prickly bitch, but a prickly bitch that likes us. Yeah, she does. She gives off that kind of like, she gives off the fuck buddy vibe. I'll admit I picked her to spite and piss off the Sabres. Oh, Miranda. I like how nobody said that Miranda was a romanceable option. Oh, wait, no, because that's friendship, that's why. Not that I would anyways. I mean, Miranda's nice looking and all, but... I don't know, I think she's got way too much baggage. Hey, look at that, the towel works. Okay, so we got that. Three fingers, we need to thumb and index finger. Telly's at the very top, yep. Morden's, oh, I love Morden. Morden's so cool. I think my favorite part with Morden is when he goes into musical mode. thumb, index finger, fingers, palm, back of the hand, and wrist. Gilbert and Sylvia, yeah. Variant scale itch on ship. Only inexually. Implications are troubling. I don't know if Morton ever gave me any like relationship advice. I think I only ever really got the romance with Kelly for Mass Effect 2. Well, we'll see how it turns out for Mass Effect 3. As a white girl on board. Plot twist, it was actually Miranda. When I was actually going to play that song was from Pirates of Penzance. Nice. Theater kid. I wasn't much of a theater kid. Any acting I did was much later. That reminds me, I need to get my hair cut for Saturday. Funny how I tell people that I've done some acting, and they don't even just like tell me to audition. They just give me the roles. I got another shoot coming up this weekend where I'm playing a detective. So that's gonna be fun. My sister is the theater kid, didn't build an appreciation until later. I was too shy during like middle school and grade school, so I didn't really gain any like confidence until I started doing voice acting. That being said, my problem is still remembering lines because I'm so used to reading them off. That reminds me, I still gotta do the Warhammer preamble. Now that I got Space Marine 2. You know what, I'm just gonna get everything else before I start putting all these things together. I was always anti-Cerberus at all chances. I gave Jacob the neutral. I'm not sure about you. And for Miranda's loyalty mission, I approached it as everyone gets one. Yeah, I'm pretty neutral about Jacob. I like the fact that he's like a soldier and all that, but I don't just like him as a friend, as a comrade, really. Seriously considering making the Mandeville cutscenes into a movie with a bunch of people. Oh, yes. Yes, please. I was listening to a couple of like what do you call it? I don't know if it was royalty free, but it's one of those videos that just like has like ambience for like 3 hours. The one that I listening to was called Holy Terra, and the first track of that was something like very close to what I was looking for. So if you can find something like that, then we're good. Love doing the voice pick for Hildebrand. I was all into theater until my last show in high school. I botched entrance during a scene, and after that I decided I wasn't meant for it or deserved to continue. Jeez. Just the one mistake. Never again. Oh, there it goes. Finally, a piece fell on the floor. But it's not like I missed it. Yeah, the towel thing works. That being said, it is like making my legs really warm. I have to find a thin cloth to do this with. Botchman. Oh, yeah. I've had that happen when I was working on the a friend's production the other week. But I'm good at improvising, so we made it work. The funny thing is, somebody on the set told me that I was like good at improv. I was like, "How'd you get good at that? Did you take any classes?" Like, "No, I played D&D." I was like, "Oh." Funny, that's all I gotta mention, and they get it. They totally get it. Saying lead was pretty sharp. There was a set malfunctioning, broke the fourth wall with a little equipment. Nice. I remember there's one bit in the scene because I was playing like a mob thug, just trying to find the main character, and he was hiding in his apartment. So we're just trying to have me and the other mob thug trying to like argue about like screwing up trying to find this guy. And he kind of missed his line. This is like, because we gotta kind of draw it out, and he has to like go use the restroom. So I just went on this rant about how much of a fuck up he is, and I haven't had any coffee to deal with it. I got a good laugh out of that. Scrooge talking about the school not being a fool. Nice. Here's hoping that when those two projects are done, get some exposure. We have more casting calls. Because that's a good sign if you get calls saying that they want you in something without having to audition. That's a good sign. About to crash. Good. Yep. Thanks for coming by, S. Have a good night. You have a good weekend. Enjoy that extra hour on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to it. That's daylight savings is always going to throw me off. Always. We can end it. Yep. Reminds me, what should I play for an episode of Lost in the Sauce? I don't know, did you have anything in mind? I'm out of coffee. God dang it. Not really a spur of the moment decision to do one. Could do the bolt gun DLC. Drunk Warhammer 40k. That's content right there. Disclaimer, I don't know if that's really content, so don't take my word for it. 220s. Bought the DLC since it was on sale, but I think, okay. You just title it Lost in the Sauce. I don't know if the Emperor approves of this behavior. I don't know. Would it be considered Primarchless behavior? Is the music done? I think the music's done. Oh yeah, the music's done. Okay. '80s Tokyo City Pop. Kinda, at least for loyalists, unless they're Space Wolves. That later. He's about the same, so it's not gonna matter. I wasn't so sure to crash at the poem. Oh Lord, lost in the sauce postal. gold mine right there. Oh, okay, yeah, because there's supposed to be a piece that fits over there. Okay. Interesting. Got a bottle of scotch, but I don't have a sufficiently Scottish game. If only there was a Braveheart game. I mean, if only you could be able to choose your characters, it would have been perfect for a run of Broforce with just Broheart. It's been a while since I played that game. I don't even remember if I ever streamed that. I think we might have played it together, but I don't remember streaming. So that fits perfectly in there. Played is a strong word, but the netcode on the PS4 version is so bad. That's true. That is true. I think I have it on the PC version. I don't remember. The last time I remember playing Broforce on PC, it was the Expendabros. And I played that with Chicken. It wasn't on stream, we just played that together. because there was a like a promo for I think it was Expendables 3. Yeah, it was short. It's fun, but I don't know when is. Well, I know the answer to why one would Bro Force ever be not fun is when the netcode would done hold up. Why is my stomach growling? I think I found it. Earthworthy. There you go. Nice. Never played it. Heard it's awful. I don't know. I'll gog forever. Well, have fun. Or at least try to. I need to look through my wish list on Steam because I haven't looked at it in a while. See if there's anything on sale. Are there any big sales coming up for Steam? Holiday sale? That won't be for a while though. month, maybe. Yeah, it's usually around the time for like Black Friday. Oh. We're good. It's two shoulders. Flyer. M? Sounds M. K. M, here we go. Here, because I'm going to come back for that for the other shoulder. one. This. To this. Going in that. To this. Going into this. Hey. Okay, there we go. Fits it like that. And this is over. This. Interesting. Very interesting. And then we've got more of M. 6, 12, and 14. Just gotta god hand these. Articulation here. I wonder what this is for. This is probably for the shoulder armor, I'm guessing. Because that fits in to this slot here. That. Here, we'll go with piping. $11 and $12. That's one shoulder. This one is the right shoulder. Get the left shoulder, put it all together, we'll call it a night. Need to call up my stomach. It's just continuously growling and my hands starting to cramp up. Smarts. What to do. So so many Gundam crumbs. All right. What's we got here? Okay, so it's kind of like the XCM 3.0. We got this little fan that goes over this. Okay, so it fits tightly against this part here. Then this fits into the arm socket here. There we go. Go. It's a bit of an arm gap in between here, but that's all right. There's some arm movement in the shoulders. But we have got an upper torso. So how do we look on decals here? There's some. It's gonna take me a hot second trying to figure out what goes where. Okay, so the letters of the dry transfers. Those don't go on until the shoulders. Okay. Yeah, so we still got a ways away. I don't think there are any dry transfers. Oh, there's some in the backpack. We haven't gotten to the backpack yet. So most of the dry transfer decals go on the shoulder armor and the gauntlet here we haven't built yet, so that's going to be a ways away. Looks like the next one we'll be doing is the leg, so that'll be next week's session. But here's what we got so far of the Shin Musha Gundam. We need to get around to doing panel lining for the body and the arms. We got some good panel lines here and there, especially on the white. Not a whole lot, because really any other ones would probably just show up. Not so much. Probably do some in here, but really most of it's just gonna go here, probably about here, maybe here. I don't know. Very nice. But yeah, the base LEDs, I'll be ordering those next week, and it's gonna have the base and like 10 assorted colors. And what I plan on putting in there is either I might put a blue one and then color the eyes green, so it kind of has like the teal eye look, because I've seen how it looks in the game, and the eyes are very like tealish, almost light blue, as opposed to the green here. And then this one's just solid orange. I was gonna see if there's a yellow and orange one. But yeah, very nicely. Put you in the helping hand for later. But other than that, I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight for this session of Let's Build. I think next week will just be the legs, and I think just the legs, quite possibly the waist. Let's see, legs are a good chunk of yeah, the legs and the waist. I think given how many steps in here, the legs alone is a session in and of itself. Wait, oh shit. There's instructions to use a screwdriver in here. Am I still here? That was weird. It disconnected, but it's like the kind of stick. I gotta see how the VOD turns out. Anyways, if I'm still here, yeah, you can catch me and Mike tomorrow afternoon for Lazy Anime. I gotta update the event listing. Just look at the I buffered for like 2 minutes. Okay, if it buffered, then it's fine. It said it disconnected, but the counter's still set. It's like closing in on 3 hours now. But yeah, I gotta update the episode listing. I think. Hang on. Let me check it right now. Because I think we are at the finale of City Hunter 3. Because if we're at the finale for City Hunter 3, do we have anything on Sunday? We don't. So what I might do is... Hang on, what was the next... Probably gonna be trash for Lost in the Sauce on Sunday, because I forgot what I was gonna do. It's been a hot minute since we did Lazy Anime, and I don't remember if I was gonna be. I think it was gonna be like the no, because the next videos are OVAs, so I think that might be a fill-in spot. I gotta figure out what I had on my list for City Hunter, because after City Hunter 3, it was gonna be like one of the OVAs or one of the movies. I think it might have been the movie. I don't know. I gotta see. But now that November's here, we got openings for movies, watch parties on Sundays. Yeah, Lazy Anime. You can check that out, as well as the rest of us. We'll also stream on the first link there, the Discord. Second link will take you to the sister site for this channel. You can find the rest, where you can find more info, not the rest, more info and other upcoming streams. Like what I have planned for Monday and Tuesday, which is more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as well as Wednesday, which is more for Super Mario Brothers Wonder. You can also find my archive of all the past streams that I've done, as well as my archive past streams that I've done, questions, comments, or concerns that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have for me for future Let's Plays, Retro Nights, or Let's Builds. You can head on over to the contact page and shoot them out to me over there. Alternatively, you can scroll down below or off to the side, depending which platform you're watching from, to find the Twitter link to also reach me, as well as other links to help support the channel and other streamers who aren't connected or affiliated with the Lazy League. They're just ones that I like to watch and follow. You can check them all out whenever you can. They're all great. Again, thank you for joining me for this return to Let's Build. Finally get back to building some more Gunpla. And I'll catch you guys either tomorrow or Monday, depending on where you're catching me. Until then, take care. Love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everybody. Enjoy that extra hour of sleep on Sunday.